Uh, Hello, students. I hope you all will be fine in a good mood to understand my lecture. This corona crisis has left us, you can say, depressed, but we should not feel that depressed, and we should concentrate rather on our given things to have a good life and education also as well. Here you have been given this chapter of English grammar. Hopefully, everyone would have brought their books, and this sentence first chapter is sentence. So we have to understand what is the sentence basically. Here it is written a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. You have learned probably in my previous class what is a sentence. A group of meaningful words which make a complete sense is called a sentence. Like Ram killed a snake. So here Ram is a word, subject word, and rest all is coming as a predicate. Killed a snake. Part is predicate. So a sentence has two parts. One is subject or the other one is predicate. So subject word is always a noun or pronoun. Always a noun or a pronoun. As you see here, you have come in class 8 now. Whatever you have learned in class 7, you should be in a position to revise or recall all of your knowledge. And predicate is a part which carries essentially its finite word. Essentially a finite word besides object. Sometimes a predicate is left without an object, sometimes a predicate carries an object, sometimes a subject or a predicate will carry a complement. Here we have to see what is given to us. We have been given here boys play cricket. Here Ram killed a snake. Boys of this school play cricket. Boys in sentence A, boys of this school in sentence B are placed first. They are the subjects of the sentences. The underlined parts of the sentences are predicates in the above sentences. Underlined part are those. This is called predicate part, and this one is subject. Snake is here coming as an object. Now, here we have been given to this here as the last. The subject could be one word or more than one word made up of different components. That is understood that subject will maybe a group of word, as in here in the boys of this school is a group of word and not even a single word. So subject can be a word, a single word, or a group of words sometimes. But predicate here, now we come to this predicate part. Predicate is the part of the sentence that says something about the action of the subject or something about the subject. Here, this if we take a sentence that Ram goes to school. Ram goes to school. Here, we take an object school besides this finite verb to make this predicate part complete. So it is a verb of complete predication. It has got an object with it. But sometimes what happens when it is coming without an object defining subject action. Sometimes this predicate part will have complement, like Ram is a teacher or a policeman. So when the object word defines subject rather its actions, then that then that object will be called a complement. It is a complement defining subject. So if suppose we close this part of the sentence and simply we put this Ram is, then it is not a complete predicate. Let me tell you a few things, that if it will be a verb of incomplete predication and it will require a word to complete the sense of the sentence. As you know that sentence is a meaningful group of words which convey complete sense. Sometimes this complement defines now this subject word, and sometimes this complement defines object also. Here, like we made Ram captain. Here, this we have to see, we get to see this, that this word captain is defining object and not it is defining the subject. So sometimes the complement will define, or you can say explain the subject word, or sometimes the complement will define object. So this is the thing. A complement is always required to make the sense or this predicate complete. Now we have to see that what other things are there in this verb. The words showing the work done by subjects are called verbs. Examples are here written. We are waiting for you. Rahul and Harsh were reading. My father works in factory. So all colored words are verb. In the above sentences, are waiting, we are reading, works and flies. So the work done by the subject. Such words are called verbs. Now there is a case of in our book in lesson 1, we have come across the things like direct object and indirect object. So we have to see in other part, in other words, what is a direct object and what is an indirect object. So you just write it down and in your CW copies and submit it to this related app, and there I will sign up all these CW copies, and then I will come to you with some solutions and homeworks. Now you have to see what this other things like direct object and indirect object. You have now understood how a complement works to complete the predicate, and now we have to see what is the direct object and what is an indirect object. So we have already come across in our previous classes that some transitive verbs, all the transitive verbs take at least one object with them. That is called direct object. When a transitive verb takes a single object, that will be called a direct object. Example, he or Ram writes a letter. Writes a letter. Here, a letter is a direct object. While in indirect object, sometimes these transitive verbs they take two objects. Certain transitive verbs. These are not all the transitive verbs will take this. So certain transitive verbs take two objects with them besides direct object. The other object besides this thing is called indirect object. Certain transitive verbs, not words, basically, take two objects with their then the verb near the object near the verb is called indirect object. And the object which is farther will be called indirect object. Like my father gave me example. My father, yeah, my papa gave me money. Money is the direct object and me is the indirect object. So these things are you have to learn, or I am putting across a few questions for you all class. Like 3 questions will be there. You have to write down in this box. What is a verb? What is questions? What is a verb? And what is a complement? These 2 questions you have to find out the answers of it, and then you have to submit it for the today's class. These things are there, and remember this predicate word, indirect object and direct object. So you through these tables you can understand well, and hopefully you all have copied this, and we will be meeting soon.